All right, a lot of good news to report, and hopefully this video will have audio in it. I'm not entirely sure what has happened with other videos that I've tried to upload, that the audio is not coming through. Not sure how to exactly go about that problem. First good news, was able to buy a face mask. Yeah, they're not sold out everywhere, so no longer have to use the Bridget Harrington scarf. Second good news, my laptop actually works. Apparently it was just an issue of the voltage in Thailand being different. So it is fully charged, it is functioning now. So that is a lot less stress for me to have to deal with. And the third, Chinese New Year. I was standing at this exact spot. See, I mentioned those buildings in the background. And we have this bus stop. 1 year ago today, well, not 1 year ago today, but 1 year ago, I was standing in this same spot for Chinese New Year, mentioning how for Chinese New Year, pretty much everything shuts down. It's almost like Christmas Eve, but it's a week long. All the stores are closed, and everything is non-functional for a week. But it's hardly deserted. There's still traffic passing by on me, so a person go through on a bicycle. It's really not, ghost town levels of abandonment. And because of the coronavirus, you'd expect it to be even more deserted than this. But, with the traffic passing by, it is just the typical run-of-the-mill Chinese New Year. Yes, streets are, deserted for the most part. There's a lot less traffic and a lot less people out. But that isn't because of the coronavirus. It's because of Chinese New Year. It's always like this every year that, foot traffic and, the level activity in the level of activity in the city just isn't what it normally is because it's holiday. That also explains why everyone was so freaked out about coronavirus, is because the best explanation that I heard for it is, imagine if a virus outbreak happened in the United States over Thanksgiving weekend. That's the time everyone is traveling. And the biggest worry for, any kind of virus outbreak is, traveling from one place to the other. Airplanes particularly, that is just, the best thing that ever happened to viruses, from the virus's point of view. So if you have that same, sort of everyone travels for the holidays that you would do on Thanksgiving weekend, it's that, by an order of magnitude larger in China. Chinese New Year's, everyone travels home for the holiday. It is the biggest migration of mammals in the entire history of the world. Everyone is traveling for the holidays. And that's also why you don't see people out and about within the city, is because everyone's gone home to visit their family. Coronavirus, it's on the ground level, here on the street, eyewitness testimony, it's really not that big a deal. It's big a deal when you go to the macro scale, because you're worried about, spreading from city to city, which it absolutely, that is a risk. But for individual people, just here for myself, it's really not that scary. Statistically speaking, I would say that, the airplane itself, just the danger of a mechanical malfunction in the plane crashing was a bigger danger to me than anything that the coronavirus presented to itself. But also shows a lot of changes, that where I was in this same spot talking about Chinese New Year at the last Chinese New Year, between then and now, so much has changed, and I wasn't expecting that going forward from last year, that this is what I would be doing this year. So it's contemplating the unexpected.